Welcome to this placement refresher on occupational therapy models. As you prepare to work with older adults in residential, community, or rehabilitation settings, it's important to revisit some of the foundational models that shape how we think and act as OTs. In this video, we'll explore three key frameworks: PEO, MOHO, and the CAWA model. These models will help you understand your clients more deeply, guide your reasoning, and support meaningful engagement in social and leisure participation. Think of this as a quick, practical check-in, grounding you in theory while keeping a clear focus on real-world application during your placement. The PEO model, person, environment, occupation, is all about finding the best possible fit between the person, their environment, and the occupation they want or need to do. In aged care or community placements, you'll often use this model to figure out why an older person may be disengaged from leisure or social activities. Is it something about the person, like fatigue or confidence? Is the environment limiting? Maybe poor signage, inaccessible rooms, or lack of transport? Or is the occupation itself no longer meaningful or adapted? PEO gives us a flexible structure to problem solve and advocate for participation. Say a resident used to enjoy gardening, but now the raised beds are too far from their room. You could support engagement by changing the environment, bring planters closer, adapting the occupation, shorter sessions, seated gardening, or working on the person factors, building strength, supporting motivation. If an approach isn't working, rather than trying to fix the person, we can change the task or the environment to better support their participation and engagement in social and leisure activities. MOHO, the model of human occupation, is a dynamic framework that helps us explore a person's motivation, routines, abilities, and environment, and how these shape their daily occupations. It's especially helpful on placement when working with older adults who may be at risk of occupational deprivation or disconnection from meaningful social roles and leisure activities. MOHO is organized into 4 systems: volition, habituation, performance capacity, and environment. Volition explores values, interests, and personal causation, how people see their own abilities. A person may value community involvement but feel too anxious to rejoin a group after illness. Habituation looks at roles and habits. Retirement, illness, or grief often lead to role loss, like no longer being the event organizer or caregiver. Occupational therapy can help reclaim or redefine those roles, supporting individuals to regain meaningful participation in their communities. Performance capacity addresses physical and mental functioning, like balance, memory, or dexterity, and how it affects occupational performance. Environment includes the physical space, social expectations, cultural norms, and institutional rules. Think noisy spaces, limited transport, or rigid routines in residential aged care. MOHO supports us to build therapeutic plans that are holistic and personalized, addressing all 4 systems to enhance daily occupations. For example, adapting a previous hobby like photography into a shared group project helps tap into motivation, rebuilds routine, supports cognition, and strengthens social connection. The CAWA model is a culturally responsive framework developed in Japan that uses the metaphor of a river to represent a person's life flow. It's especially meaningful when working with older adults because it centers their narrative and lived experience. In the CAWA model, the river is the person's life flow and well-being. Water represents life energy or occupation. Rocks are life challenges, example, grief, illness, disability. Driftwood are personal attributes, values, and resources. Riverbanks represent the environment, social, physical, and cultural. In practice, you might draw the river together with a resident to explore what's helping or hindering their flow. A rock might be vision loss or lack of visitors. Driftwood might be strong faith, good humor, or past careers. This approach is ideal for relationship building and recognizing strengths. It's not about standardized assessments. It's about deeply understanding a person's life story and what matters to them. For older adults who feel unseen or disempowered, a Kawa model offers a powerful way to affirm identity, co-design goals, and support meaningful re-engagement in life's flow. As you head into placement, remember, these models aren't just academic tools. They're practical lenses that help you see the whole person, their environment, and the occupations that bring meaning to their lives. Whether you're using PEO to explore environmental fit, MOHO to unpack motivation and routines, or the Kawa model to understand someone's life story, each framework offers a way to support connection, choice, and participation. Trust your clinical reasoning, lean into your creativity, and keep the person at the center of your practice. You've got this.